Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the RangerRob Chicken Cam. This time I thought I'd narrate a little bit and let you know what's going on, but let's get our intro going. Good morning, everyone, and this is our chicken cam. I thought I'd give you a chance to see what our hens are doing in the morning. So I'll be switching between two cameras here. If you can see my cursor at all, our main camera is in the front of the cage, and then there's one down to the right. If you look down below, you see a little white camera, and we'll be switching between the two cameras. Now, it's the morning here, so it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. So each chicken, first of all, are probably always hungry and always thirsty. So hopefully it looks like their water and food's doing pretty good. But what's going on is there's also a few hens up in the nesting boxes up above, which we don't have a camera for that yet. But as we find out whether people really like our chicken camera or not, we may actually put a camera into the nesting boxes so you can see what the hens are doing. No, we do not have any roosters, and these are Rhode Island Reds. Let's take a look at the other camera. And let's see, I'll get the sound on for that one too. And basically, these guys are never bored. They're always got something going on. So they're always scratching. They're always looking for food, and they're eating machines. That feeder you see there for the 10 chickens, they can clear one of those out every day. And luckily, our weather's been really good. This particular pen we built last year, and let me actually give you a larger view of these guys. And yeah, they're constantly. What we constantly do is this area is what we want for compost, along with also when we clean out the pens. Yesterday, I actually cleaned out their house, and their stuff all goes into a compost pile. In here, we continuously add hay and blend their droppings and the mud and all the other stuff they do, and let this layer up. So by spring, we'll actually scrape out this whole chicken coop and put it into composting. So the chickens are contributing to the garden, and they're actually doing a full cycle. They're actually giving us nine to 10 eggs every day. And also, if you see in our other videos, we've gotten so many eggs. At first, we were freezing them, and the way we did that was we would take 5 or 6 eggs, blend them up like scrambled eggs, put them in plastic bags, and then seal them real well, lay them flat, and we put them in the freezer. Well, you can imagine when you're getting 8 to 10 eggs every day, you get a lot of eggs. It's close to 70 eggs a week. So luckily, we just got a freeze dryer. So now we're freeze drying their eggs and turning it into a powder form. And that's been a lifesaver. Let's take a look at the other camera, see what they're up to. And we do have the sound on. So every once in a while, I think when one chicken either is laying an egg or or I don't know what they're doing, you'll hear one just having a fuss. And if you look at the size of some of these eggs we get, yeah, you can see why they have a little bit of a fuss. So it's not unusual, since our cameras are also Wi-Fi, that occasionally our signal will lock up. So we just move from one camera to the other so we can kind of see what these guys are up to. Yes, these Rhode Island Reds, which originated out of Rhode Island, I believe, are considered a American chicken. They're a good-sized chicken, and they lay large brown eggs. and they're delicious. And so some people ask, oh, when we collect our eggs, we built our boxes to be kind of specialized to help keep our eggs clean. And if you have chickens, you know that's a regular battle. So since we get so many clean eggs, we try not to wash them, because you know the chickens have a natural coating that goes on those eggs, and if they're nice and clean, we don't want to remove that coating. That will actually help the eggs last longer. But a lot of times, maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 eggs, we still have to wash. And of course, our friends, everything we do here in our property, we try to pay for with eggs. I have an electrician come over, I try to give them eggs. If I have somebody do some work in the yard, I try to pay them with eggs. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to cut it. They still want money, but it's nice to have lots of eggs, and it's also nice to share the eggs with the community. If anybody was asking, we have not named our chickens. However, if you guys want to name our chickens, let us know. Our eggs, our chickens, are not even a year old, and they're fully producing their eggs already. They just started. Maybe we got them in like July. 2-year-old chicken, 2-day-old chickens. Let me switch back over here. And yes, it's a little breezy out there today. But they started laying eggs pretty much in November, and it's been nonstop ever since. And if you have any questions about our chickens, feel free to put it in the comments. Our pen is about 21 feet long. Each cattle panel is about 50 inches, so that's 200 inches you see there. And then the house itself is another 4 feet out and 8 feet wide. It has 6 nesting boxes and roosts that fit pretty much all the chickens. No problem. I've never seen a bored chicken, by the way. So we're missing, and there's 10 chickens total in this pen. So it means that looks like 6 of them are competing to lay eggs. Will shortly be going out there, cleaning their water, refilling their food, making sure that everything's nice and sanitary and clean. And I usually do that around noon, because in the mornings the chickens are laying eggs, and typically I'll open up the nesting boxes, and there'll be a hen laying in there, and I hate to disturb them. Yeah, I have, set in the house. I thought, well, maybe we should set up a nice full screen television for them, and maybe a Nintendo. But chickens seem to be pretty busy without all the electronics, so kind of a nice thing. The chickens, maybe because of the area, are very dark red or brown, and they're beautiful chickens. They don't seem to have any fighting going on. So when you have that, a lot of times you'll see their feathers messed up or anything like that. But these chickens are, these Rhode Island Reds, they're gorgeous, and they're actually quite friendly. And for those of you who watch our videos on a regular basis, you'll see every time we do go out to check for eggs, we have a German Shepherd that we can't let in the cage because she'll chase them. But the Chocolate Lab can go in and no problem. She's not even interested in the eggs. She's interested in you know what. So let me switch our camera. So anyway, a lot of times the German Shepherd will run around the pen and chase the chickens, and you think, oh, quit doing that. But then the chickens chase her, and so they're face to face with each other at the edges of the wall, and it's quite cute actually. And actually, I kind of don't mind it because it also stimulates my chickens. Just don't want bored chickens. And as you can see, they're constantly scratching, looking for food. When summer comes, a lot of times we'll get ants and little critters in there, and they just love to eat all the bugs. So this is the first time I did a narration with our chicken cam. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to wrap it up. I try not to make these too long. Let me see if we can see them at the other camera. There they are. And eventually I may put a third camera in so we can see what's going on in the nesting boxes. And I urge you guys to leave comments. And if you have any questions about the chickens, and the next time we do a chicken cam, we'll answer some of your questions. These chickens, once again, are less than a year old, and they're producing quite well. And we keep them, we give them quality food. When they're younger, we did give them antibiotic food, just because they came from another state. We want to make sure they're nice and healthy before they went out to the pens. Didn't take very long from babies to get them into the chicken coop. And they are 100% producing eggs. I get up to 10 every day. The colder weather didn't really seem to slow them down too much. I was kind of hoping we'd hear some chickens in the background kind of making their noises as they're laying eggs. And please, in the comments, if you enjoyed a chicken cam, if there's anything we could do to make it more interesting. Some people just enjoy seeing the chickens. It's kind of relaxing. Like I said, I've never seen a bored chicken. You know, I don't have chicken fights. I have little disagreements, but I do think I have one dominant chicken. That's where the old saying pecking order comes from. But she's not too overbearing. And yes, there's no roosters. Switch over to the other cam. The other thing you might be interested in is we live in Central Oregon, so our soil is kind of a sandy soil. So they are constantly digging holes and then dusting themselves. So it's not unusual for them to get a good hole going. So yesterday I was in there and actually had to fill in some holes over in the corners here, if you can see my cursor, and over here, and also in the front. And you can see the ground's a little stirred up. But I love it when I do that because then they look for bugs and worms and stuff like that. And it gives us a chance to blend the hay. And I don't use straw, we use hay because I want them eat, they eat the hay too. So we actually put quite a bit of hay in the pens all the time, and then they work it down into the ground or they eat some of it. And like I said, this is one great big compost area for us. So when spring And we're back. We're using Starlink, so occasionally we'll have some trouble with the internet. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the chicken cam. I'm going to wrap this up knowing that I'm using Starlink. I forgot to switch over to our other internet. And please leave comments below, and I hope you enjoyed our chicken cam. So guys, have a great day. Any questions, please leave them, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.